up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that, spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas, think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past and the pettiness. A reflection of the emptiness, hilarious. You think you're worth my time, you're delirious, mysterious, because you are behind a fake exterior, inferior. You know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains that last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah. Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I'm gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams and some modestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead of say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable. Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it, I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages of bacon. Modern kingdom for the taking. Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Sasquatch Shills for Sasquatch Shills, so you don't have to. Let me put this in perspective for you. I found a tidbit on somebody's channel. I just had to ask the man directly himself, because I was personally impressed. But I got DJ K. Dot backstage. He's enjoying some pumpkin pie or something over there. I'm not sure what that is, but we're going to find out about that in just a minute. But until then, let's talk to the glorious sounds of Captain Curmudgeon, if this works.
From high atop the battlements of Castle Curmudgeon, where I used to run with a whole crew of gang enforcers named after breakfast cereals. You already know about Corn Pop, but there was also Sugar Smack, the Dope Dealer, Lucky Charm, the Drunken Irish Leg Breaker, and Fruit Loop, because we were all about LGBT representation after all. Good evening, Mr. and Mrs. America, and all ships at sea. Welcome to the program. I am your eponymous host and humble servant. And I guess it was naive of me to think I could unpack everything from this Joe Biden speech that requires unpacking within the constraints of an opening segment. Now, this was not your typical late period Joe Biden speech. Normally, he only plays a couple of the greatest hits. But he had the whole songbook working in Wilkes-Barre. He was reaching for the early career deep album cuts. The hardcore fans must have been delighted, but it was all there. The bulging veins in Charlottesville, the deer in their Kevlar vests, confusing the Constitution with the Declaration of Independence. Come on, Joe, you know the thing. And the still highly bizarre claim that Revolutionary era Americans weren't allowed to own cannons.
Yeah, I don't get that one at all. So we got the buddy of mine there backstage. We're going to jump over and talk to him. We're going to get to that there in just a minute. Y'all know who that is. What's up, brother? What you got shaking bacon?
What's up, man? How's it going?
It's going, man. Been doing stuff and doing things. You know how it is. Just got back from vacation. You had a little kerfuffle recently, didn't you? Yeah, little discussion in a big old building. Bunch of
I
people.
did. I did have a bit of a discussion.
Now, this isn't the first time you've had an interaction in that building, is it?
No, it's not the first time for
Shall
sure.
I play the video to explain? Give you a minute to
Absolutely.
finish your fucking pie?
Please do.
All right, brother. Let me do one thing first because I got this terrible habit of not doing this. So, bam. All right. So now I actually have a transition to use later. I was missing you and like a couple other people that I failed to do a transition like that with. So I didn't even have it to put in the edit. And I was like, "Rah." anger. So we're going to do this. We're going to jump right over. Shut that down. Not that one. The other one. This one. You know the one I'm talking about. And if you haven't seen it at home, ladies and gentlemen, you're in for a treat. So, just in case anyone was wondering, there's zero chance this one's getting monetized. It's way outside the box. Okay. So, y'all check out what my boy had to say. It's beautiful. Hey, I know that guy.
Good evening, Aurora citizens.
Can you hear it?
Man, it's been a long fucking time since I've been up here. I don't have a nice, pretty speech or anything like that. I am a bit frustrated. And I see Mike Kaufman, you still got the gavel still stuck up your ass. Jim, you definitely don't have any nuts. That was definitely a politically hit move that you did on the chief of police. And you're a piece of shit for that. I just wanted to say that to you and the thing. Miss Piggy, you're a piece of shit too. Yeah, I'm gonna say, yeah, you're a piece of shit too. Not only that, if we are going to go back to the old way that Aurora Police is going to be policing, I'm going to be watching each and every one of your fucking officers, and I'm going to hold them accountable. You understand? I want to make that you can make that a public fucking record. And this also a piece of shit that got shit on his chin right here, that like to smile and like to advocate for police and stuff like that. And at the end of the day, you actually forgot about the goddamn citizen that actually pay your fucking salary. So at the end of the day, the council people that know who I hold truly in my heart, you know who you are. The rest of you are all pieces of shit.
So are you.
That's fine, and that's fine. But at the end of the day, it's my community that look like me who are dying in the fucking community because of fucking police officers. So, new chief of police, I'm gonna give you a fair shake, but I will be watching you too, and I hope you do a good job, and I will give you that honor to at least give you the benefit of the doubt to do a good job. But Jim, I did used to like you, and I thought you did actually have integrity. But the way you did the chief, and trust me, me and the chief had back and forth. We did not agree on everything. But at the end of the day, she did what she was supposed to do, and that was to serve the community. And that at the end of the day, that's how I feel. And I digress. And
where are we time-wise? Yeah. Okay.
Dude, that was fucking glorious. That was absolutely glorious.
Thank you, Sasquatch. I appreciate it.
Absolutely amazing. I mean, personally, I'm one of those people that clicked on yes, because the only speech on earth that needs to be protected is speech that's disagreeable. If everyone agreed, there would need be no protections.
Yep.
So I mean, that's where we're at. But most recently, you had a doohickey take place, didn't you? You had a thing happen. Hey, Jesse Paris, I'm gonna get to chat in just a second, but I got one more thing I want to cover before we get over into the actual show part of the show, because I've been wanting to have this conversation with you for a minute ever since I saw that bit right there. All Now, first of all, I believe you are so well within your rights that in that scene there, you are completely untouchable, right?
Absolutely.
Because that is legitimately exactly the forum such speech should be practiced in. Now, why did the people on the bench decide to scream at you for using what they consider vulgar language?
I got an answer for you.
Okay.
The lady who I called Miss Piggy, that was her parents and her family in the background. Literally directly behind me. They were like, "Hey, no, you're a piece of shit."
I'm pretty sure you
No,
offended
you are.
absolutely everyone in that room except for the people who actually understand what free speech is about.
Yeah, they were.
And you kept it brief.
You
What
said
more
what?
could
Now?
they ask for? You kept it brief.
Yeah,
You didn't drone on and on and on. You came up, said exactly what you wanted to say, walked off. That's exactly how that works. I
and I
commend
think
you.
I even had a couple of seconds left.
Sure. But that's how it works. That's the only way it works. If it
Yep.
does anything else, it's not working. Agreed?
I agree, 100%.
So this most recent event y'all had, where was that exactly? I can't remember what the name of the place was.
This was at the city hall at the
Right.
city council meeting.
Okay, that's what I thought. All right,
Yep.
so you go into the council meeting and they start playing kindergarten and make believe. They broke everybody up into groups, go have little heart-to-heart discussions with their little identity counselor or whatever they were. I don't understand what those people were, but they seemed to think they held some sort of authority.
Oh, we said a prayer before that happened too.
Oh, well, fine, that's fantastic. I don't care. While I do believe in the separation of church and state, if an individual wishes to pray before he does his business, that is
Right.
his business. Should he
Right.
do it on the floor? I flip a coin on it. I don't care. I'm from Georgia. We get over a lot of shit like that. Around here, our AA meetings are generally run by ministers and held in churches, most of them. I am having some horrendous problems with my freaking chat. It will not function, and I don't know why.
Can you see it or?
Yeah, no, I can see it over here, but it's not in my stream. It's supposed to be at the bottom right there, and it's just
Yeah,
blank.
I see it.
You can read
Yep, I see it on. I got it on.
on my screen, under my face, on my screen.
Yep, I see it.
No, I can't see it. Why can't I see? Oh, that start raving batshit crazy. That's going to drive me nuts. Okay, welcome to Sasquatch Shills, where
Yeah, the
everything
sun's
goes
going
wrong.
on.
You pretend it's fine. In any event, this may change my whole system. All right, so you go over here and you played make believe with these people for a little while,
Yes.
and directly you decided you wanted to talk to someone in particular. And can you explain what took place there?
So,
I know what I thought I saw.
right. That was the city council directly a few days after the chief of police was discovered. I think the chief of police was fired that Thursday or Wednesday, and then we had the city council meeting on Monday. And so I felt it was a political hit job that they did, and I wanted to expose that. So basically, what happened? The city council, the Republican city council, had pressured, and the mayor pressured the city manager, and was basically, in so many words, if you don't get rid of her, we'll get rid of you. So he was the fall guy for sure. He pulled the trigger, and the heat went all down on him.
Oh, okay, I see.
Because he did everything that uh, he needed her to do, as far as making sure trying to regain public trust, emphasize on community policing, and reforming the entire police department. So She did everything that she was supposed to do. She just got screwed at the end. So
Right. Well, you can't win them all. And if you try to, you will lose every single one of them.
you really will. You really will. Unfortunately.
Success. Yeah, yay. That was going to bother me through the whole show. Otherwise, oh bother. All right. So y'all had, like I said, y'all went in, y'all played make believe kindergartner thing, and y'all broke up into your little groups. Can you explain what those groups were actually supposed to do?
Who was actually on the panel?
No. This most recent thing was it you and Mexican long hair
Oh,
and they did this weird thing where they got all y'all together in little groups. They
right,
broke everybody up and then put one person in charge of each group to
right.
take up all the little slips of paper. What were those slips of paper?
So we were at the consent decree.
What is a consent decree? Maybe explain there.
No problem. Consent decree is basically it is a what is it? It is a regiment that is printed out by the courts that and rules of rules that the Aurora police have to follow, and it's basically a contract stating that you will do X, Y, and Z. Part of those rules is that you have to create you have to reform your policy, your police policy, to where it fits the consent decree. And if they do not adhere to the consent decree, there will be major consequences. They will be in much trouble with the courts. I will tell you that, and they will not have a good day. Which could, it could bankrupt the city. If not taken seriously.
But
Major consequences.
Look at that hard. Let's look at that real hard, real quick. What functionally would it look like for the city of Aurora to be bankrupt? What would that appear as? Would that simply be a shutdown of city services, or would it mean indebtedness to the city? And then what does the city do?
I would say so. Definitely government services for sure. The federal government would have to bail them out.
Well, I mean, that's a given. Isn't that exactly what they're there for? No, not really.
It is. Well, the thing is, it's a state consent decree. It's not a federal
Right.
consent decree.
But I mean, this, like you said, it will fall uphill.
Yep, sure will.
So
you'll have to call up Big Daddy government.
All right, let's take a run through the chat right quick. Let's see who got here mostest. We're gonna roll it all the way back. I like to give them a few minutes to get in and chat for a second. Let's see. We got Russell Sperry, who came in way early. The Seventh Son, Rowan Entertainment, Biggie and Bean. How you doing, George? We got Car Thief News. Good to see you, brother. 357 Sig beats 9mm. Blah. Blue Unicorn showed up. That's good to see. I always like having him around. Danny Staten. I always say his name wrong, but I'm getting it right this time. Staten. Okay. Bernie B. Sanchez. Hey, Bernie, how you doing? 9 Acre Family Farms come through. Oh, no, he may still be here. Tyler Arnold. What's up? What's happening, brother? Monterey Magnet Man. Constitutional auditor. It's English, and I can speak it.
Shout out to Constitutional Auditor.
Yep, I love those people. Jesse Paris for Denver mayor. He came through. ATL auditor in the house. Yeah, he seems to be a pretty cool fella. I haven't had a chance to talk to him, but I'm hoping to. We got Luke which is just Luke as far as I know. Ajot's Corners come in. It's good to see her. I'm going to invite her up on panel if she's not live by then when we get done. A couple of people might come up after the show. Was that Stephen Mazur? Stephen Mazur. That's what we're going to go with. And that gets us to the bottom of the chat. Fantastic. I'm glad to see each and every one of you. Welcome into the show. If you chat something in, it'll pop up over there on the screen, and you can get me in all kinds of trouble if you wanted to. We'll let that hang right there. So you did this thing at the council. They broke you into little groups. You did your consent. Hey, Michelle, what'd you call it?
Consent decree.
This consent decree. I do not like the word decree. We say consent agreement, consent abidement, easement. I mean, can we use other language, or does it have to be a decree? It's just me.
It's a legal binding document between the state and the city of Aurora that city of Aurora will be on their best behavior.
So if not, the state comes and get them.
Yep,
that's beautiful.
State if they don't.
Could be a beautiful thing. I don't know how things work in Colorado, but Georgia, there's not a whole lot of difference between the county seats and the state seats. These are the same kind of people. You know, the cops that marry teachers that later become administrators for the city, those people. Anyway, so y'all did y'all's little wait. Let me go grab that while I'm thinking about it. There's a little bit of that video. I think Mexican Longhair had a little bit better angle of it than you did. Were you filming that? You did you catch that on camera?
Are you talking about the consent decree meeting? Did I film it? No, that was Mexican Longhair.
That was Mexican Longhair.
That was totally him.
Yeah. He's got a little thing he's done that I'm gonna have to promote. I can't help it. I love it. It's beautiful. You know what I'm talking about.
Yep. I do.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Let's see. That was. Did he take it down? Oh, you bad monkey. He took it down. Why would he? That doesn't make sense. He threatens. No, that's it right there. That's the short version. I wanted to see like them trying to do
there.
that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let that shit play out. You know, I had a YouTube Premium for 4 days. I was supposed to get a week like for free, and it popped in for 4 days and then dipped back out. It was the weirdest thing. Like I never agreed to it. It just happened on my phone for a little while. And so I've been a little sketch about it since then. You know?
Right.
Not coming in too hot.
Very, very, very well. So, the fireworks is ready to
Keep your eyes on the K-Dot.
I don't want to have a conversation. Oh, you don't want to have it? Too fucking bad. Too fucking bad. We're going to have a conversation. No, we're not. And you're going to have it right now. He doesn't want to talk. And when's your old ass going to talk? Goddamn, I'm not talking to you. I don't give a what you told me. Hey, look, he doesn't want to talk. Yeah, I'm risking my life, right? What was that a threat? Was that a threat, dude? Right? I'm risking my life. Look, he doesn't want to talk. Yeah, I'm risking my life.
Exactly
right?
what he said.
Was that a threat? Was that a threat, dude? Was that a threat, dude? I'm not. You're in my shit. I run this shit. You don't run shit. You understand me? You don't. I'm not threatening you. You just threaten me. Yeah, you're on camera threatening K-Dot, sir.
Live in 4K.
You got 6 months. Then your bitch ass is gone.
Now that is
You're a visitor. We can't do this. You're a visitor.
Probably the most effective walk of shame I've ever seen in my life. There is absolutely no way this man thinks he's standing on the law. There's no way. He cannot believe in his heart that what he wants to do is correct, or he would do it. He wouldn't just whisper it to you that he's going to do something, that something's going to happen.
Right.
It's kind of like the old mafioso tactic. Boy, it'd be real bad if something bad happened over here. That's exactly what that was.
Right. He tried to whisper it, and I guess it didn't go his way because it's on camera. And
the old ones, they have issues with cameras. They really do, because they like saying that they in charge. They love it. Old ones are a problem.
And that's the same chief that handled the Batman theater shooting, Century 16.
Ooh.
Yep. Did a horrible job.
That was not a good one.
Too many people got killed.
Even one's too many, but I mean that wasn't managed well. I don't know the details. I'll look into it. We may have that conversation one day, but I just remember what I do remember of it wasn't well handled.
Right.
Hey, Queen Bird. She's I'm going to credit her with the discovery of Captain Curmudgeon. What'd you think about him?
Who?
The dude in the blue jersey at the beginning. Captain Curmudgeon. Him and his serial friends.
He is. What was he? He was Denver 7.
Wait, what?
He I guess he works for Denver 7. He was supposed to be.
No, Captain Curmudgeon. This dude. Did I close it? I hope I didn't close it. Yeah. That guy at the very beginning in the weird blue jersey.
Yeah.
What'd you think about that one? Like I said, it might not be your cup of tea, but I mean, he's got a walk. 25 he needs more coverage, man. He's
it's comedy. It's comedy. So I mean, you got to respect it as that.
I can tell you a secret.
I didn't find anything offensive. So
he's got more. Trust me. There's offense there if you want to take it. You can go find it. I'm sure.
I remember I had made a video on Joe Biden. He said, "Oh, well, you're not black if you don't vote for me." Like, what the fuck? Man, I cussed his ass. I'm like, what kind of shit? Oh, so I'm not black because if I don't vote for you, I'm not black. Okay.
I'm sorry. I'd rather just stay away from that whole topic, just because I'll start throwing it out and spit and just get mad. Because I'm planning on doing a road trip, and have you checked the gas prices recently? He's not helping, man. There is no help. Hey, Snark and Sass, Car Thief News. Welcome to the show. All right, we're gonna let this play.
Yeah, I got you. You're a visitor. You're a f***ing visitor. Remember that shit.
He did on camera, so.
Oh yeah, great job with the Aurora Theater, right? Elijah McClain's in the fucking grave, and that son of a y'all did y'all give him Burger King too? Did y'all give him Burger King too? The guy who shot up all them people? Did y'all do that shit too?
I've got an interview to do.
I don't give a interview. Get that shit. Fuck your interview and you. Freedom of speech, First Amendment.
You ain't gotta like it. Ain't nobody gotta like it. If one person wants to stand there and scream obscenities, you gotta give them a few minutes at least.
You in my shit. That's you in my shit, bro.
That's not helping. He just threatened Kate out on camera right here.
Yeah, he just
exactly.
No, I hope you got that.
Exactly the problem right here.
What's your name? What's your name, man? What's your name? Hold on. Okay. Hold on. This is not helping.
Good Lord.
Who's
that big dude?
This is not helping.
How big is he? What's that dude? He's like 7'3"? Good God, man. He didn't miss no meals, did he?
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Okay, you
got points, but you gotta present them in a way.
No. This is freedom of speech.
No, this is not helping us.
This is freedom of speech right here.
This says that you're an ignorant black man. That's what it says.
I don't give a shit what you think about me, bro. I don't give a shit what you think about me, bro. I'm really out here. I really do the work, bro. I do the work. I'm out in the streets. I really do this shit. I really do this shit, bro.
This doesn't help anything.
I need you to
clear this help anything, man.
That's right. Walk in shame.
Hey, look, when you
Keep walking. That's right.
When y'all do that, that represents
No. You had something to say. You wanted to say it. You wanted to say it to a particular person. They could have left. They could have went home. They could have not showed up that day. That's an option. All of these things are possible. All of these things would have looked worse than what happened.
Right.
He at least stood there and listened to it, even if he didn't like it. He started foaming at the mouth and twitching and shit.
Right.
Still, much respect on your end, dude. That the amount of cojones it took to do that.
Appreciate
Were
that.
you nervous? How nervous were you the
No,
first
I
time?
wasn't nervous at all.
Not at all.
I was ready, and like I said, I promised a whole shit show before we even started recording. I think I definitely did my promise, and I think what set me off even more was because this grown ass man was able to threaten my life and walk away from me. Any other grown man,
Yeah, no.
wouldn't have been that easy.
In Georgia, it's sort of a two-step program. He says that type of shit in public and then crosses my threshold. 2 steps have been met. Once you're actually inside my house and you have threatened my life and you are not welcome in my house, I'm going to shoot you.
Right.
It's going to be like, oh, click, click, thresholds are met. No, I told him not to come here. I don't give a fuck what kind of, I don't care what's going on. Cop, President of the United States, it come down to it, man. That's my castle, son.
Right.
My castle. Call me. Don't come through the door.
Yeah.
Don't do that to yourself.
Right. Don't do that to you.
Leaking all over
Don't
the
do
place.
that to yourself.
My carpet, I'm gonna be pissed sitting in the pen, mad as hell because I'm gonna have to replace that carpet when I get home. You know, bled all over. My wife's mad right now thinking about it. But what you supposed to do, man? You go to your government and attempt to do a grievance in a normal and average way. You use the common language and the vernacular of the times, and they simply make a note of it and move on. What are you supposed to do? You got to go make a stink.
Right.
That's how things get done.
And to protest, you must disrupt.
Disrupt, yes. I have some disagreement to some levels of protest. I believe that once Prometheus is invited to a party, it's no longer a protest. It is now a riot, officially. Once things start catching on fire of their own volition, that's not a protest. If somebody's shoe store gets robbed, it's probably not a protest.
Right.
I'm just saying, it's that's anywhere.
Right.
That
Right.
Beverly Hills, that's not a protest.
Right.
Just saying. Things
No, you're right. You're right.
That's that's more than disruption. That's destruction. There's a
Right.
difference, So like interrupting a little bit of traffic, okay, fine. Getting your voice out there, upsetting the local populace, that can be okay to an extent. As long as nobody starts taking swings or making threats,
Right.
it's fine. Whenever the chief of police starts making threats, that's not fine. There's no fine there. There is absolutely no backup on that.
And that's the worst place to make a threat at, where you're supposed to be held accountable.
Yes. I get it. Like I said, the elderly ones we kind of have an issue with when it comes to the cameras. They came through all of this when there were no cameras and people weren't watching. So they were able to snatch folks out behind the woodshed, work them over with a rubber hose and put them back in the cell. That was fine.
Right.
Nowadays, you take them out behind the woodshed and there's 4 people standing back there smoking a joint and filming them. How you doing, sir? What you up to?
Exactly.
I love it. I love it, man. I mean, much respect. And I've said this a dozen times on my show. I'll say it again. I don't care why you are defending my rights. I thank you for doing it.
Absolutely. I appreciate it.
I don't have the mentality to do that. I can't. I'd have been there, took a swing on somebody when they started grabbing me by the arm or trying to lead me around and shit. I'd throw a bow in their teeth, tell them to go pick up their F's. They're all over the floor. You'll be saying from now on.
Right.
Give that motherfucker a speech impediment. Anyway, permanent stutter. I don't know. I don't know. That touching me is the last straw. Don't touch me. We can argue, we can laugh, we can joke, we can disagree. Everything's fine until you touch me. Officially, I do believe that's battery, correct? Used to be. That's for damn sure.
Right. Right.
Yep. I'm a big boy. You get me upset. It takes a few to put me down. Not something I'm letting happen. That's why I stay on this side of the camera and I sit over here and chat with you, and we have a nice little afternoon, and everything's cool, right? Right. Anyway,
Right.
so where do you go from here, bro?
You know, what we had a conversation with the
Oh yeah, the phone call.
right
Is there
phone
any
call.
particular part of it you'd like to highlight? I can pop it right up, man.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what we got. Okay, that one's easier to hear on your channel. Pretty sure.
Yeah, I think more way easier to
Yeah, I was on your channel listening to it and having to bot back over to MLH's to talk to people.
What did you think of the conversation? What was
I
your
thought that man was blowing smoke straight up your skirt. In fact, for a little while there, he got you sidetracked into exchanging Kool-Aid,
Mhm.
just different flavors. And I was like, whoa, this conversation, this is going nowhere. And you, it was like you read my mind. You got right back on track right there. You went, never mind that. Went on with what you were talking about. I was like, good deal.
I think
No, that was
sometimes
good.
he be forgetting who he's talking to.
Yeah, you
And
think he's talking to somebody he hired. That's the problem. He's like, you need to go, you need to stop, you need to, but you can't. No, you can. Absolutely can. Absolutely free to do so. And there ain't a
Yeah.
fucking thing he can do about it.
Mhm.
That's the problem. You have to be nice. No, you don't. I'm not even asking you to be nice. I'm
Right.
asking you to be professional because that's what you're supposed to be.
Right.
Nice, not nice. Don't give a shit. Just
Right. We're
be
fine
honest,
being nice.
professional. We're good.
And I pay attention to outcomes. And when we're nice, we get Elijah McClain.
Okay, this is 2 hours and 16 minutes long, but the phone call is the first, 30 minutes?
Okay.
How long was it? Do you remember?
I think we talked a minute, an hour and 40 minutes, I believe.
All right. Let's see where we're at. We're going to just kind of hop in at random.
Another 4.5 years. And I think in order for it to be as good as it can be, the relationship between us should be as good as it can be.
Okay.
So, I mean, that was really...
All right. So this is the very beginning where he was shining your shoes and brought you a glass of tea and tried to put you at ease, saying we're going to be speaking the same language.
Correct.
And that is not what proceeded to happen. If I remember right.
Situations. And yeah, it's one thing to see an incident or two that you're recording. It's another thing to be able to look at 10 or 20 of these.
Why the fuck are there 10 or 20 incidents like what you recorded? Why? That is a failure. In any other business, he would be fired and someone else would be put in his place.
Period.
I don't
100%.
understand that statement. He seems to think this is a good thing. Oh, well, if I had to look at 1 or 2 of yours, but I got to look at 15 or 20, that's because you're fucking up.
And I think his argument was because we're watching people. They know that we're watching, but that's fine. You can watch all you want. I watch too.
Right.
But at the end of the day, is there going to be an actionable item that comes behind that watching?
It seems to me that there are a lot of items that should have been actioned, especially in Aurora, especially. Your channel's not the only one I've been watching from Aurora, and they have had an especially hard time with their police force.
Yeah.
That starts at the top. I mean, it takes a while to build a good one, but it starts at the top. And I think I can give you a hint as to where part of the problems are coming from.
Right.
Aurora has a reputation of being a bad police force to work for, from what I've heard, for various reasons. It's not just auditors and just the street punks and stuff that you got to deal with, but there's also some administrative issues that make it difficult to work there, from what I understand. And I can't say where I got the information, but they were just like, "Nah, I wouldn't go there. I wouldn't do it. But you couldn't pay me enough to work there." And I was like,
Right.
"Okay, well, all right." So that means that you're not getting top tier police officers in the first place. It's likely you're picking up gypsy cops. So you're picking up problems. You're borrowing problems from other precincts that have already been problems.
Right.
And it's a big shell game. How bad is the Denver police in comparison to Aurora?
They're really bad. What January? No, I'm sorry, July the 17th. They shot into a crowd full of people. Basically, it was a mass shooting.
That seems
They injured 6 people. Nobody died, thank God. But just because somebody was wasn't even flashing their gun, they were trying to get rid of the gun and threw it, clearly seen it, and he still ended up getting shot. And while shooting him, they injured other bystanders.
Sounds like we got ourselves cowboy.
Oh yeah, they're in some deep shit. And not only that, the chief of police announced his retirement.
Denver.
Denver.
Okay.
Announces his retirement of 28 years for the Denver police, and he'll be retiring October 15th. And I know why he's retiring, because of this incident. I know that's why.
Oh yeah.
Because if you notice, the same thing happened with Elijah McClain, and that chief retired.
Well, I mean, it's the only way to wipe the book.
Right.
According to the city, it's like Rafiki said, it's in the past. Right? Mm-hmm. They just pretend like that never happened. It's in the past. We fired that guy. We got a new guy who's going to do some equally evil shit. But he's not going to get caught. I guess. That just seems to be the way it is. They use sacrificial lambs to cleanse their sins. Am I wrong?
No.
I mean, I know he said some pretty rough things. You reckon he did anything to be treated this way by the city? Or is he just resigning because he's a piece of shit?
I think he's resigning specifically from that incident because he never, because it was out of nowhere. Even his constituents was like, it's out of, even the mayor was like, well, wow, this is kind of last minute. And people thought the mayor told him to resign or to retire. And I guess he clarified today, like, no, it wasn't my decision. And I think he knew he couldn't lead the department in the right way. And this is going to be a unwanted tattoo blemish on his law enforcement career.
Except for it won't be, because he's going to retire and walk away from it with a pension. Right. That was kind of my complaint when it comes to people resigning like that.
Mm-hmm.
If you resign in disgrace, you shouldn't get your pension. Not all of it, at least. I know you put in that time and you did that, but these are criminal activities. Most people go to jail. You don't get a pension because you screwed up. You get early retirement. That's what happens when police screw up. They get offered a way out and they get to go on after their felonious career and go do something else.
And they get promotions.
And that's assuming they don't get promoted out of it. Yeah. Being a deputy here and turn into chief over there.
Right. Crazy.
Okay. Oh, you're dangerous for the streets. We'll put you on a desk.
Right.
Like, seems right. Make you dangerous for a desk too. Because if he'll shoot you out of hand, he's definitely going to sign whatever the hell he needs to sign to get a conviction.
Right.
Can't trust him. Hey, Smoking Auditor, welcome to the show, brother. I'm going to pop the link in here in about 15 minutes, and we're going to have this big old talk about what's been going on here. We got a whole lot of this conversation. Do you have a particular bit that you can remember that you want to highlight, or just go at it random?
You said what now? Say that again.
Do you have a particular bit of this phone call that you remember that you want to highlight?
Man,
I listened to 90% of it or so. and I listened to it again before you came on. So if you can
Okay.
remember that part of the conversation, I'll probably be able to get pretty close to it.
I would say go to maybe is where are we at? 11. Maybe go maybe 20 more minutes into it.
The best way to achieve your goals. All I'm suggesting is that Tony.
And
Right.
and I had
This is it.
I guess there were some
This is the bit I was thinking about exactly.
Yep.
Back it up just a little bit more.
and
Yeah.
then your community bullied, and then another incident, like again they're at it again. Somebody else got beat up by police in my neighborhood again. It's like, okay, well, we're sorry, we apologize, and then we kick you in the head yet again. It's literally that feeling.
It's
So
not
how
that
many
feeling.
times?
That's what's happening.
Exactly.
And I get turn the other cheek, right? But I only have two cheeks.
Yeah. And I'm not asking you to turn the other cheek. I don't want you to turn the other cheek. And by the way, I, unlike those other people that you've been talking to, I think have the ability to not only listen but to hear you and to try to get some change accomplished.
Yeah, and I had I guess there were some pastors there that didn't like my language. I'm supposed to be having a meeting with them, and I'll let them know too. I'll look either, and this is what I'm gonna tell, because another pastor of mine called me, I think maybe the next week or the next few days after the incident happened, and he was just like, "Hey, I have some of the pastors in the neighborhood, big
Thank
pastors
you,
in the
Carthy.
neighborhood,
I appreciate that.
appreciated your message, but didn't appreciate how it was delivered."
Yeah.
And I was just like, "We'll set up a meeting."
Oh no.
And I'll tell them just like
this
that.
motherfucker talking out both sides of his mouth. He's trying to tell DJ K-Dot that the only way to achieve change is to have the conversation, but you're not permitted to have the conversation if you're going to be emotionally involved. He doesn't live there. This man does. By default, this man is emotionally involved with the state of his community. There is no you can't extricate the two. So when he's saying calm down and stop being so mean and don't be so vulgar, what he's saying is shut up. Because that's the only outcome of him saying be nice. This is not nice. Nice has been tried. There have been people complaining at these places for years. Nothing's changed. It takes somebody coming up and raising immortal hell to be seen and heard, to be registered above the general din of dissatisfaction that's going on around them. I mean, am I wrong? Am I right?
No, you're right on point. And here's the thing: don't get fooled by some of these pastors too, because they're taking meetings behind closed doors with political figures too, and they're getting money.
I'm in the Bible Belt. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They play poker with the chief on Saturday nights. Yes, sir.
they will get along. They will go along to get along.
Right. They'll sit there and say whatever it takes to get you to walk out that door so they can have you believe that they're doing something for you that may benefit you while turning around and undercutting anything that you can do or say in the future. Trying to register you as a terrorist, put you on a watch list, have you registered in, what is it, APHIS or whatever it's called?
Right.
The action thing. Man, all of that trash is completely unconstitutional. Them riding along down the road and taking pictures of license plates and stuff, I don't have a problem with it. The issue I have with it is, I don't believe you charged me with a crime, sir.
Right.
That's none of your fucking business. Oh, well, I had to check your speed. Well, check my fucking speed, leave my license plate out of it. You don't need my ID. I haven't broken a law. Why is it like crack to them?
It is.
It's just like crack. What's up, Bill? It's good to see you. Glad you came by. Strange and trippy? Is that what I saw? Yeah, strange and trippy. I love that name. That's great. I absolutely love it. Oh, yeah, I'm supposed to remind everyone once a video to like the video. Apparently, it's a thing on YouTube. I always forget to do it. So, you know, trying to do the YouTube thing. Let's be YouTubers. What's the other thing they're supposed to do, K Dot?
Right. You know, sometimes you get into it and you just forget. I think one time I forgot to announce the channel.
Oh yeah. Wait, let's do that. I'm sorry. I digressed before I digressed. I meant to go into your new channel before we got into this, but I was kind of excited about all this. But you have a new channel. And it's quite.
I do.
What are you doing over there?
I would like. It is a relationship channel.
Ooh.
It's a relationship channel, and it's called The Conversation, Relations, and Relationships. And we had one segment on there. Let's talk about sex, and at that particular time, I think that was pretty hilarious. It was good, right? We only had 33 subscribers, and it got 1.5K hits. So shout out to the people who watched it. So
you want to hear something retarded?
I definitely want to.
Okay. So I'm subscribed to your channel, The Conversation. I just went and searched your channel, The Conversation, and the first thing that came up was this show, where I linked your channel, The Conversation, in the description.
Wow.
Not your channel. I don't understand. YouTube, stop it. Just do the thing, man. Do the thing. Don't do anything else. Just the thing we want you to do. The videos, forget the rest of it. I just want to link your channel, man. That's all. Anyway, it's in the description. It's a link in the description. I'll get it figured out. We'll get it in there in the comments or something.
Right.
But yeah, you had quite a group over there the other day. What's up, Joe? Cool. Michelle's Mobile Media. Good to see you.
Oh,
you had there was you. Who were the lady friends?
I had the last show.
The conversation about sex.
Well, we had part 2 last Sunday.
I think it was part 2 that I was watching.
Yeah. So her name is Tay Lockridge.
Right. Tay.
Fucking gorgeous.
I don't think I ever got a chance to see her. I was working on my truck at the time and had you in my pocket just listening.
That woman was very gorgeous. She's also a life insurance. She has her own life insurance.
Oh, cool.
And she preaches life insurance, and I think it's incredibly important for people to have life insurance.
Mm-hmm. So did several of my employers. They thought it was really important for me to have life insurance. So much so that they insured me without telling me about it.
Right. Right. We're just gonna make
there's no way you're gonna live another year. You didn't. You still paying for that shit?
Put you on there. We're just gonna put you
I got off drugs and everything. We might make it to 100.
Well, she was very transparent. I appreciate her vulnerability. Very transparent.
Just as freaking blank as a wall, dude. She was right there with all of it.
She hung in there with the fellas for sure.
I'll tell you a secret, Mr. K. Dot. Many years ago, I worked on an assembly line with a group of women, and I have worked on construction sites and factories and all types of places. But I have never been as disgusted, just outright, by the conversation that I was with those women. They were old. I had to call them all ma'am while listening to them talk about the things that they talked about.
Wow.
And it was things that they had done, things that they had seen, and the people they had injured. And how. Wow. Dude, it was terrifying. Oh, boy.
Man. Oh, you know what? I really enjoyed your transparency, sir. Well, as far as absolutely the Walmart situation, that was classic. That was.
I mean, what can you do, dude? I don't know. I just think different than most people, I guess. I don't know. People just don't know how to take me, dude. All right, you got about 6 minutes. Is there anything out of this in particular that you'd like to go over? You've got your conversation. You got the conversation out. Oh, I just screwed the pooch. What did I just do? Okay, no, it's good. We're good. Nothing happened. We're fine.
I will. My son. I want to put another plug in there. My son. He is a DJ. He's an upcoming DJ. I'm teaching DJ K Boogie. Once I get another chance to
you
come
say
on,
that.
I'm gonna shout out his Instagram.
DJ K Boogie.
DJ K Boogie.
And does he have any content on YouTube?
He does not have a YouTube channel, but he does have an Instagram.
Okay.
I will. When I come back on the show again, I'll definitely let you know about it.
All right. Yeah, no, I mean, like, we'll do an
Just
update.
started it.
Every 6 months or so with all the channels that are willing. Not everybody willing to come on again. I'm a bit weird.
I'd love to come back on again. I always have a great time.
It's I like having you on because you have a distinct. All right, I'm a very rural individual. I've been in cities. I've never really lived in cities, right? So I don't have the experience to be able to look at certain situations and understand them properly because I've just never, I mean, other than watching it on TV, I have no idea.
Okay.
Right. So I have friends. They've told me things. You're being honest.
Right.
So I prefer to go to the professionals. And when it comes to this type of a topic, I think you might have a bit more expertise than I do.
Right. Okay.
So I like to go to if we were talking crocheting, I would be talking to a knitter. But we're talking about First Amendment rights. I come to as you put it, a pro-activist.
Right.
Which I think is actually
saying that. Thank you.
Stuff. Clears up your skin. I'm not sure.
Right.
Proactivist. I don't know.
No, you're dead on because we're there. We are a deterrent.
First line for sure.
So you said that perfectly. Right.
You are your ilk. I was going to make a smart ass remark. If you'd have come in late, I was going to do this thing, be like, that you can't expect those people to be timely and then sit there for a second, let everybody make the assumption and then see like, auditors,
right?
Cop watchers, they can't read time.
Old school's sometimes notorious for being late.
I don't look. I've got a whole new philosophy I'm working on. Apparently people like what I'm doing. If they enjoy it, I might as well do more of it. And so from here on out, I've been scheduling shows whenever the hell the guest wants to do it. You want to do it at 2 in the fucking morning? Tell me you want to do it at 2 in the morning. We will do it at 2 in the morning, provided I don't have something else scheduled.
Right.
But I don't have a whole lot planned, and I plan things out pretty far in advance so that there's no surprises.
Yep.
And so things being a little late, not quite going. This is YouTube, baby. We roll with it. Until I tell y'all something goes wrong, you don't even know.
You're not gonna know about it. And you are truly a professional, sir. I appreciate you.
I don't know about that. I ain't received a dime yet. The shield is all a joke. Search my channel anywhere you want. You will not find a donation link anywhere associated with it. Not one dime. I call myself a shield.
Right.
All right. Well, you got to have a humor, right? You got to have a gimmick. Me.
You're right.
Me.
You're right.
That's all we do, dude. We do our thing. And I like to present channels that are doing the thing. In this case, not only is what you're doing entertaining as hell, it is entertaining as hell, dude. But also, it actually has a legitimate point and a desirous need in our society. The desire for transparency in our administrative offices and officials should be ubiquitous. We should the people that work in those offices should be filming each other. And I know that sounds like some kind of weird security state, but I'm talking about as free citizens by their own choice. It should be a forced duty where you watch that guy. It should be, hey, they're doing something wrong. Look, they did something wrong. That's corrupt as hell. They shouldn't do that. Look, I got film. And you shouldn't have to be run out of town on a rail because you blew the whistle on some assholes that are stealing coke from the supply room.
Right. I agree.
That
100%.
trash happens all the time.
Right. And Sasquatch, if you don't mind,
Yes, sir.
the next episode that's coming up on the conversation is a case study that just came out August 23rd, and it states that women are out cheating men now
Oh,
in
sure.
relationships. So
I give you a diddly do to a damn if I know. They've been doing it for about 40,000 years, and previously there was no cell phones to catch them.
And they proudly say that they're better cheaters than us. We are careless cheaters, and they are.
Oh, I don't give a fuck. I don't cheat. I call my wife and be like, "Hey, I'm going out with this chick." She'd be like, "Which chick?" I'd be like, "That chick." Send her a picture. She'd be like, "Okay," or "No," and I don't question it. If she says no, it's because she means no, and that's the end of the conversation. I go home. Now, people think that's weird and funny and strange and unusual, but the fact is that everyone cheats on everyone, and I would rather keep it above board.
Okay.
I would have my feelings hurt than be lied to.
I agree.
Save my feelings because it would make me feel bad. Make me feel bad, please. Make me feel bad right now as soon as possible so we can get over this. Because I can respect that. Lying to me for 6 years and gaslighting the shit out of my ass, fuck you. I will.
You definitely got to be on the show. You definitely got to be on the show.
I will burn you and all of your friends out of my life. Y'all will never darken my door again. The whole clique, everybody involved. I will burn my life down and dig up the decent pieces out of the ashes and rebuild a new one. I've done it.
100%. And I also got another episode of Is It Justified? I'll go ahead and give you a bit of a snippet of what I'm talking about.
Let me put you on big screen so you can tell everybody. You go ahead and tell us all about it, brother.
There is a video that gone viral, and I believe it was with the Atlanta police. There was a black lady who was getting a ticket, and she ended up getting arrested. But there are some things that could be questionable, to where that maybe the officer was in the right, maybe wasn't in the right. So again, I want you guys to be the judge of it. And I believe the video came out maybe a couple of weeks ago. So look forward to that episode on the K-Dot Experience. So
absolutely, brother. I can't wait. Is that a third channel, the K-Dot Experience, or is that a show on one of the other channels?
Oh, just on my regular K-Dot,
okay.
DJ K-Dot channel. Mm-hmm.
All right. Fantastic. That's the show, brother. You did it.
Thank you so much for having me, man. It was fun.
Anytime, man. You know, I do these after show things where I call Sasquatch After Dark, where we do outside of show conversations that aren't associated with the topic at hand. You know, the topic at hand was free speech and your direct use of it in the most quintessential method possible. I loved it. It's absolutely amazing.
Okay.
The thing is, it proves it's not illegal to be an asshole.
No, it's not.
It's not at all. You don't have to be nice. It's nice when people are nice. But when people start being corrupt and assholes, it's time to be an asshole. Sorry, that's how it works.
You know, I just mirror. I mirror. You know, Sasquatch, you give off, and I think I said this on your first show, you give off amazing, good energy. You know,
that's funny. You saw me right before the show, right?
Yeah.
I told you, I was like, as soon as that camera clicks on, and I know the camera was on the whole time. As soon as it goes live, everything goes, it's like ice water runs through my vein. The adrenaline hits, and suddenly I'm fine.
It's like an alter ego?
I don't know. My wife swears it's a persona. She said, I was told, hold on, let me play you out, and then we'll do the, we'll get into that.
Okay.
Because this is your show. I don't want to get off track. I appreciate you coming by. Much love. We'll see you again in a couple months unless something huge happens. If something huge happens, I'm coming chasing that clout, baby.
I appreciate you having me.
Your ass get locked up. I want to interview the second you walk out there. I want you walking out the fucking jail calling me. You understand?
I understand.
I will get it on everybody's channel. It might not be immediate, but it will happen, brother.
You will get the exclusive.
Ah, MLH is gonna just be
He's
pissed.
gonna be so pissed.
Man, I'm standing here. All right, I tell you what, I'll give him a pass. You get him to call me.
Okay.
How about that? All right, that's fair. I'm gonna drop you backstage. I'm gonna do my little talk out, and we'll be back in about 2 minutes.
All right.
Much love, brother. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's pretty much the show. You know how this goes. We have a little chit chat at the end where I'll try to make you feel a little bit better, and everybody has a better day. So I love each and every one of you like a brother and a sister. But if you give me any trouble tonight, I'll run every goddamn one of y'all off this mountain. Y'all have a good one. Oh, yeah. I'll be seeing you real soon.